What's up, y'all? It's the Bouche Bag. MsBoucheBag to you. Alright, so I do not think I'm going to be editing this because I really need to get way too many videos out in like a day or two. And these videos take a long time to do, and everything that has to do with them take a long ass time, so I'm trying to run on through it. Issues that I'm having. First of all, the next 15, I'm like 3 episodes behind. I thought I was 2 and I was going to double up, but now I see that I missed episode 6 too, so what the fuck? Okay, I'm really going to have to either do 2 of them or jam all 3 together in like one freaking video because, ugh. And the reunion for Little Women ATL, I cannot find it. I missed the beginning part of it, so I watched only half of it, which I can't even remember, you know, much about it. And I didn't make no notes. I was tripping. And on the Lifetime website, nothing. They have a little key next to it, so you can't fucking watch it. It's not on demand. It's no fucking where. It's not even doing no reruns for like this whole week. So I don't know if I'm ever going to do the ATL reunion, but it is what it is. So if I can, I will. If I can't, then I won't. All right. This episode starts off. They're still in Cancun for Brianna's bachelorette party that is going horrifically wrong, right? And they are at the ruins. The little Spanish chick, well, I just found out that she was a Mexican because I thought she was white, but I guess that's a wig. It is a wig. So, yeah, she getting her little Christina Aguilera on right now. Jasmine. And she got them out in the ruins in the motherfucking rain. They got these big ass umbrellas and they little as hell. Tanya complaining as usual. And why is Jasmine wearing high heel boots? I mean, she's the one that's actually bringing them on the trip, so she already knew they might have dressed inappropriately, but why the fuck is this bitch dressed wrong? Like, why is she wearing this? Okay, Brianna keep on having little attitudes. They keep on going back to her talking on the side. She got an attitude with the girls, and she mad about what Tanya said to her in the morning. You know, the next day after the fighting and all of that shit, she stopped and had like a little talk with her or whatever. What was it? I don't know. Whatever. Brianna's mad the girls aren't there, and she really is just doing it for Jasmine because Jasmine put so much work into this whole trip. She don't want to let her down, so she's trying to be nice about the whole shit just so that Jasmine, I guess, get her money worth. Elena is sick and tired of hiding her goddamn pregnancy, but they walking all through the mud and the ruins and, you know, bugs and poisonous frogs. What the fuck is a poisonous frog, for real? They poison? And they find some people to give them like cart rides. So it's like 2 people in a cart with a Mexican man running. That shit is racist. Okay, well, I guess it's in Mexico, so it's not racist because how could they be racist against themselves? They didn't, you know, they're the one who made up the cart ride. But that shit, if it was in America, that shouldn't be racist to have Mexicans running people down the street in carts. All right, so, all right, so Elena's very happy to get on the cart because she can't fucking walk that much longer, and nobody still don't know that she fucking pregnant. Christy and Tara are in the cart together, and Christy is way too goddamn happy about it. It's like, oh, who'd have thought we would be together and hanging out like friends, and like y'all just sat on a cart together because probably wasn't no other damn seat, and maybe somebody had already sat next to Tanya who she would normally sit next to, or maybe both of their butts are so fucking fat and wide in the damn seat she need. No, I guess Christy is just as fat as Tanya in the booty area, right? Or fatter. But yeah, she's souped up. She feel like they're, you know, becoming really good friends, and you know, that gives her hope and inspiration to rekindle her friendship with Brianna. She was like, well, if I could be friends with this chick, then I should be able to get back my friendship with Brianna because we're really close friends. All right. The girls are all pissed off. They grossed out, like I said, the frogs, the mud, the dirt, the steps. They get over by these steps that lead to some pyramid or something, and the girls are talking, well, some of the girls, okay, not Tanya and Tara, of course, are talking to Brianna about if she was mad about the stripper. And she was like, well, you know, she didn't really want a stripper there, but she's okay with it. So she was chilling, which I thought, you know, y'all already know how I feel about her being stupid about the stripper, because that just pissed me off. I ain't even want to be her friend no more. But Brianna is mad that the girls are still not supporting her marriage. So she found that out, of course, because Tanya was like, I don't fucking like it, and nobody else don't like it. The girls don't fucking like it either, so it ain't just me. So Tanya, yeah, put everybody business out there. And now Brianna don't really know who to trust, and she feel like everybody against her. She's still mad and, you know, upset about that bullshit. Allie said that when she met them, they, you know, filled her head up with some stuff. They told her, you know, oh, well, you don't really know what's up with Brianna, and this is what happened, and he's like this, and, you know, I don't support the thing. I'm only going for her because she's my friend or whatever, and I care about her, but not him or the marriage particularly. So Brianna starts crying because she's all, you know, fucked up trying to explain her part and whatever. And they're like, are they telling this new girl whatever? But the new girl was saying that they were talking about them. So I think that's why they started explaining themselves on why they don't like the relationship or whatever. But it's whatever. She is going to confront the girls. So that's what she's saying. Like, yeah, I'm going to talk to these bitches later on. Oh, they're trying to do this little fucking pyramid thing, and all of them are scared. Apparently, because their legs are so short, they cannot climb steps. So these big, gigantic ass steps, they cannot get onto. Some of the steps are wet, they're slippery, they're loose, they're ruins, okay? And everybody quits. Of course, Elena did with the motherfucking high heel boots on. Bitch, where's you going? Still, I'm mad about the outfit choice. Except for Tara. Tara really wanted to prove to herself that she could make it, and she did. And I believe that she's the only small person that was up there. She was so goddamn happy because apparently she turned disability into an ability. So something that she thought she couldn't do, she was able to do it, and other girls probably could have did it too if they wouldn't have been quitters. Quitters never win. All right, so Tara won because she went to the top. I thought was I saying Tara? I don't know. Y'all know who I'm talking about if y'all watched it. If y'all didn't watch it, then I will probably fuck you up in the head saying the wrong people's names, right? Okay, Christy announces that her and Todd are adopting. And then Brianna catches like a motherfucking attitude. And she was like, you know, I'm so sick of her fucking announcing it. We know you guys want a baby. I don't know why she would have to do it during my bachelorette party. I think she's trying to make it all about her. She's trying to steal my thunder. I don't know how the fuck that was still in thunder. I mean, I do think it was a weird time to bring it up because it didn't seem to go with anything they were talking about, or say like, you know, oh, I have an announcement and get anybody excited first, but it just like kind of blurted out, and it's just weird, and it's like, oh, okay, yay, that's great. So like I said, Brianna was feeling some sort of way about it, and since motherfuckers was already airing shit, Elena was like, can I say something too? Like, I don't want to steal your thunder though. And Tanya was like, fuck it, she did it to you. Do it back, girl. Steal her thunder. Steal that thunder. But Brianna was like, no, well, it's not tit for tat. It's not tit for tat. Bitch, it is tit for tat. It's tit for tat. No, Elena's a nice girl, and she does seem to, you know, think about things before she does them. A lot of the time. There was a time when she used to be tripping sometimes too, but she tries to be a lot more careful, and she didn't like when somebody did some shit similar at her party for whatever reason it was, so she didn't want to do it without asking. But Brianna's like, yeah, whatever, bitch. I mean, since you already asked, ain't like I can say no now, and other bitches already in this motherfucker making announcements. Go on, tell them. So she told him that she was pregnant and that she was having twins, and then everybody was like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Because of course that is a very happy occasion, right? Really exciting, especially for girls, you know, because girls have babies and girls understand girls having babies and the excitement all around it and stuff. And Chrissy comes on and she's like, well, I do feel happy for her, but we've been trying to have a baby for more than a year, and we haven't been able to, and we're adopting, and the girls don't even really seem to care. Like, I wish that they cared about me adopting or my news the same way that they cared about Elena's news. Okay, what I'm going to say, because I do feel you, because I got some fertility issues, and I may have to adopt, or definitely have to do some alternative route type shit, right? So when somebody's pregnant, it's kind of like instant, there's going to be a baby. It's basically a given. Whereas when you say, I'm going to adopt, or I'm going to try in vitro fertilization, there are chances that sometimes those things might not happen. Adopting is very expensive, $30,000 plus. First of all, if people don't want these kids, why is it so much to buy them? Okay, you're not really buying kids, but I mean, wouldn't that $30,000 be better served having money to take care of the goddamn baby? Leaving the parent with some money in savings for college, or just some money, rather than giving it to an agency for a kid that they don't want in the first goddamn place? I mean, that nobody wants? Okay, yeah, so adoption, very expensive, and IVF is very, very expensive. So not having the money could be an issue that comes up. Whatever issues could come up. It's not as solid as, hey, I am pregnant. There is a baby. It is being made right now. So that's why they got a little bit more excited about her baby, because she's actively in the midst of being a pre-mom. You know what I mean? Okay, so hope you feel better about that, girl. Get over yourself right now, because you did seem a little extra jealous. Okay, that's it. That's all I was gonna say about that. Brianna decides to confront the girls. Okay, so Tara and Tanya, of course, don't back down. They're like, well, I'm not being phony. I didn't lie. I don't like your husband. I like your husband. I'm just here for you. Christy is like, well, I don't want to argue. Blah, blah, blah. And then they flash back to an episode, because Tara's like, well, I don't like him because he's disrespectful to her, and he's disrespectful to some of the girls. So it flashes back to this old episode where they all got mud and paint. I don't know if they were paintballing or some wilderness activity, but they were arguing with her about her dude, and it was like, he cheated on you, and you were like all right with it. And he's standing there laying on the ground right behind her, and they're like, no, that's fucked up, blah, blah, you don't respect yourself. And she's arguing, and he goes and he was like, oh, these just three bitches arguing. First of all, he would have got jumped. Now, he's a full-size motherfucking man, but first of all, what? He cheated? He cheated, and they're still together, and she's marrying him and dissing her family for him and her friends? He cheated, and he is disrespectful to her friends, because calling people bitches for being upset that you hurt their friend is that's not an apology. That's not making amends. That's not fixing the situation. That's not mending the bridges. That's not trying to make it better. That's not making it look good so that people will not doubt your integrity. That is basically saying, I am a horrible person, and fuck you bitches for trying to call me out. So yeah, I was totally unaware of that. See, I be missing episodes. That's why I started when I started, because that's when I started watching it again, right? Okay, yeah. Elena was like, who told you? Oh, she's going off and all of this stuff, and then Elena's like, wait, first of all, where is all of this coming from? The argument, all of this shit. Who even told you that they were talking about you in the first place? Like, how is this happening right now? And she was like, oh, well, Allie told me. And they were like, this bitch. The girl that they don't like is running around behind their back telling motherfucking shit that they said that wasn't supposed to get out, because they're trying to be nice and be tongue-bitey right now, right? Slightly, because they're not really tongue-bitey. They're never tongue-bitey. All right, they all turned on her, of course, and just went the fuck off. Tara really was mad because she was like, you know what? I came here because I'm really, really trying to be friends with Brianna again. Like, I really want to fix our relationship, and I thought that this would be our chance to do it. And for you to come and fuck it up, bitch, especially when I don't motherfucking know you. Who the fuck are you? Why are you here? She is mad. And she was like, and you are fucked up for fucking doing that, you fucking bitch. Yeah, she goes off. She was mad as hell. And she left. She walked off, and Tanya, of course, followed because they are of one mind a lot of the time. Not all of the time, but a lot of the time. So, yeah, they both got the same attitude and were like, fuck all of that, and just walked the fuck off. Christy... actually, because they try to, you know, bring her into it, like, she feels the same motherfucker way. Well, she's like, well, I don't like Matt. She was like, and I already told you that. I really want to work on us. Like, I want to be friends. So what she's saying, well, they're all saying the same thing, but they're all meaning it differently. So, Tara and Tanya are saying, I don't like none of this bullshit, but I want to be your friend, so I'm going to come and hope that maybe we could talk about it and you'll, you know, see it my way. Christy is like, I will come to your shit. I do not like the guy. I prefer this relationship not be the real thing, but if it's going to be, then I'm going to accept it because I want to just be your friend and be there for you, whether you're going into a bad situation or not. So it's the same situation. That's why everybody's feeling like everybody's lying or being fake or phony, because they're not understanding the other person's perspective, where you're using the same words, but you're meaning different things. You know what I mean? I'm not editing that out neither. All right, so Tara and Tanya are mad at Allie and Christy for being Brianna's friend, right? So they're like, oh, well, Allie was like all, you know, after we were talking to her on our side, like she understood, and now she's all like, oh, I'm Brianna's friend. You know, she's on Brianna's side, and they're really pissed off at Christy, and they're like, she's being fake because she fucking hates him just as much as we do, and now she's all like kumbaya or whatever. So they're mad for the reason that I just finished fucking explaining. All right, Tanya, Tara, go play. Tanya, Tara, and Elena go play with the Dolphins the next day, and well, of course, Elena can't really fuck with the dolphin. She did go and, like, kind of kiss one. She hugged it, gave little kisses. But she couldn't go, you know, gallivanting around with the goddamn, the dolphins. And Tara did that whole, you know, steps thing. So her legs is hurting them for fucking sure. And she was drunk from the night before. So she thought she was going to throw up. So Tanya's the only one that went to go do it. It looked fun. It was cool. They had a good time. It was nice. So now they're sitting there and they're like, wow, it's good to have a good time because it's been so fucked up. Last night, arguing again, and they were like, well, you know, I just got an issue with the whole thing. So Tanya's telling her, well, I can't support this because I don't think that she's happy. If I thought she was happy, then I would be more supportive. And Elena is like, well, I think that she's happy, just like she said in the last damn episode. Like, people keep saying she's not happy, but I think that she is happy, or at least as happy as she can be. Which is what Christy said to Brianna when she was just talking to her about how she didn't like Matt, but, you know, her stance on, you know, what she's doing with it. Yeah, he knows how to make her happy for right now, or she's as happy as she can be right now. So right now, nothing is really going wrong for her, and she's okay. And that's how Elena feels. And they're like, no, bitch, she's unhappy. Because she has to be unhappy because we're unhappy for her, which is neither here nor there, but that's just how they feeling. I keep on looking over here. I could just bring the book right here, right? I could bring it right here. Tara said, well, this is the last time that she's going to try. Either they're going to make amends or they're going to wind up having to go their separate ways. Brianna and Jasmine start talking about the girls. They out shopping in some little Mexican store or something. And, you know, Brianna's going off about how she feels and how she thinks that they're actually being fake. And they're telling her that she's being fake and she's just happy. She just wants them to be happy for her. She starts crying. And Jasmine is telling her, well, you know, you always talking all this shit to me, but how come you don't ever say that to them? First of all, they don't really let her get a word in edgewise. She was like, they don't deserve any more than I give them, because whenever I do try to talk to them, they're just like, well, whatever, it's this and it's that, and whatever, I'm walking away. Shut up. Done with it. Bitches. No more. Don't talk to me. They shut it down and they walk off. So she's like, there's really no talking to them. Ain't shit she could do. So, and then she starts fucking crying and shit. And Jasmine is encouraging her to really go and fucking talk to these bitches for real this time, okay? So, now Christy and Allie are talking, and she's like, well, I know you just met Tara, and she really went off on you. Is that your first time getting told off by Tara? She was like, yeah, it's the first time. She talks to, they're talking about how Christy also doesn't like the guy, because she's saying, well, I just told her I don't like him. You know, I dislike him, but I'm here for her. She's like my best friend. I really love her. I really care about her. I really want to be her friend again, and she's trying to, you know, rekindle the friendship. But she feels like Tara is trying to twist her words, which is, again, the same thing that I was talking about. They're saying the same thing, but they mean a different thing by it. So Tara thinks that, she thought that Christy meant that she was absolutely unsupportive of everything. And Christy's like, well, I'm unsupportive of him. And I don't like that they're, you know, particularly going to be married, because I don't care for him. But I want to be her friend so bad that I will just suck it up and leave it the fuck alone. And that's not what Tara understood it to be. Tara understood it to be what her and Tanya understood it to be, which to boss the girl around and make her understand, you know, shake her up. Like, I mean, I understand the feeling, because you don't want your friends to get taken by somebody that's disrespectful. So you kind of just want to just beat them up, just force your shit on them. Like, bitch, do you see what I'm saying? All right. Agree with me and leave him. Do what I say. So I get it. But they're not understanding each other. So yeah, they're probably going to have some conflict and issue pretty soon too. Like a big ass fight again, after she was so happy about riding in a little cart thing with her too, huh? All right. So Allie's like, are you going to call them out on it? Call them out on what? I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. Like, would you call them? Yeah, I definitely would. I was like, maybe I don't understand the sentence. Am I dense? What does that mean? Let me know in the comments. All right, so now, the last scene. The girls, they're meeting for dinner. Everybody's all dressed up like they in a really classy ass place. Elena, well, they start talking about like, oh, well, this was a nice trip except for, you know, last night, the fight. Like, yeah. And Jazz was like, well, I just wanted it to be a really good time and for people to bite their tongues. And Elena is like, well, hold it, bitch, because the people who you wanted to bite their tongues are not the ones who started the fight. Brianna started the fight, right? Well, Brianna's like, well, it's because I was being fed something. I was told some things that were weighing heavy on me, so I just had to say them at that time, whatever. But yes, Elena, you're right. Bitch, you started the fight, so don't fucking act like nobody else came and started fucking with you. That was you. Own up. All right, so, Allie jumps up and she was like, okay, wait. Holding her glass of wine. Look, I've only known you girls for like 4 days, and you're always throwing each other under the bus. And Tara was like, so what, bitch? Why are you here? Who the fuck are you, first of all? And why are you in my motherfucking business? We don't give a fuck, because that's how we roll. First the motherfucking all, and you fucking new jack all up in the goddamn group trying to fucking blend in. Fuck you. Because you know that Tanya do not accept motherfucking strangers. And you know that Tara and Tanya are tight like that. Okay, so Brianna actually has to stop them, because of course they all attacking her. Everybody go to attack. Just shut the fuck up, girl. You should know that they like that. I wouldn't even, they'd kick me off the show for being boring, because I'm like, I am not getting into this shit. This motherfuckers start fighting, even though everybody all, you know, older and chubby. Well, a lot of them anyway, and frail looking. All right, so And then Tara comes off and does some weird ass shit where she fucking start crying, and she's basically seeming very, very jealous of Christy, right? So she's like, well, I don't like your fucking boyfriend, husband guy. And I mean, we don't like him. And we just told you we don't like him, but we're here for you. And Christy's like, well, that's the same thing I told her. I told her that today. And she was like, well, she fucking hates him too. And Brianna's like, she hates him? Did that fucking change it? Does the word I don't like him to I hate him mean anything? It still mean I'm not fucking with that nigga. So I mean, I don't know why she started to feel so much worse after that, but whatever. She did start to act like she was feeling so much worse about the whole goddamn situation now that the word hate was being used. But she was like, she hates him too. And you know, you're being friends with her. Why are you accepting her? Why are you being her friend? And you're not being my friend. We did the same thing that you don't like, but yet you're forgiving her and you're gonna let her be in your wedding and be your friend, and you fucking don't want me around. Like, what the fuck is up with that? So yeah, very needy and jealous. It fucking sounds like to me. And she feels like Christy is lying because, well, Christy just said, well, I told her today that I don't like her. But she's like, the hate word is like resonating in Brianna's head right now. But yeah, it's all the same goddamn situation. The hate, the dislike. Everybody feels the same goddamn way. Except that Christy is willing to let bygones be bygones, or basically suck it up in order to still be your friend. Whereas the other girls is like, no, bitch, hear me out first, and then let's suck it up. And always know that I will always talk bad about him because I don't like him. So don't ever think that I'm ever going to be okay with it. I'm always going to have a problem with it, but I do love you. You know, because you can't love one person without having to love other people that they love. Get it? Yeah. Tara was like, well, she was like, well, after she apologized, Chrissy's like, well, she apologized to me and I accepted the apology. And she was like, well, maybe that's why I'm mad, because I didn't get no apology. So that's the second time they brought that shit up in the episode. They still mad because she never apologized for lying to them. And she didn't apologize then, even when she just brought it up again. Like, well, you never apologized. And she was like, well, bitch, I'm not going to, okay? She didn't say that, but that's what she meant. That's what she meant, and she meant it. All right, so so Tara's like, I didn't get no goddamn apology. She was like, and you know, I was here trying to work on our friendship because I really want to work it out, but you're working it out with her. You're not trying to work it out with me. So of course Brianna didn't understand. Elena tried to explain it to her. She was like, look, she came down here and she wanted to put in work into the relationship, but you didn't act like at any point during this trip that you were down for it. Like you gave a fuck. Like you were like you were going to say, okay, I will work with you. Based on me already knowing how you feel, I'll work with your emotions and we can talk it out and try to be friends. You were just like, hey, come correct. You better say what you're supposed to say, or bite your tongue, or I'm gonna have an attitude. So it was nothing more than that. But Tara probably could have came off a little bit softer, okay? A little bit more like Christy, which is, I love you and I really, really want to be your friend. I do not like him. But if there's nothing I can do, then I just have to accept it and still just love you for the person that I love you for. So she's like, well, are we going to be friends? Or, is it over? And she was like, you know, I'm so sick of this fucking Matt guy. It's like you're afraid of him. And then Brianna got mad as hell. She was like, how dare you? How dare you ever talk about my husband? Don't talk about my husband. I'm not afraid of my husband. That is ridiculous. And Tara was, going off, talking over her. And she was like, you know what? It's over. It's over. Just go. Just go. Go. Get out. Get out. And she was like, fine. And it got so quiet. She was like, have fun at your wedding that nobody wants to fucking go to anyway. So she walked out, and of course Tanya followed her. So they're gone. And the episode ended. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. So now, all right, recap. Brianna doesn't know if she can trust Christy. I think that Jasmine would have to be mad at every goddamn body. Allie needs to get the fuck off the show because nobody likes her. Sarah and Tanya are mad at Christy and Brianna, and I don't think they really give a fuck about nobody else. Elena is pregnant and happy, and she is good with every goddamn body, right? So yeah, that was this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed my recap. If you like what I had to say, if you didn't like what I had to say, let me know down in the comments. Let me know anything else that you'd like me to review. Hold on for those next 15 reviews if you even give a fuck about the show, because ain't nobody been even asking me about it any goddamn way. And if you know where I can get to watch the reunion for ATL, Little Women, let me know where the fuck that's at, where I can watch it for free. Because bitch ain't gonna pay to watch TV. Especially when I know the shit gonna come on. It ain't gonna be this week, the week after. They trying to hold off on it to make you, you know, a little bit thirsty for it. But I ain't gonna pay. If you know where it is for free, let me know. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos.